If you're a wicked person, do not screw. But if you're not, screw the go up. Okay, good morning, wicked person. Now, first of all, for me to tell you that I'm very intentional about talking to you, let me define who a wicked person is, because I define things by my terms. I understand and redefine. The reason why I redefine is for me to have a better understanding of what it is or who he is or whatever the terminology is. Better understanding. Now, who is a wicked person? A wicked person is that very person who has that capacity or who is already ignoring their conscience when their conscience calls them to order. Having the ability to do evil, to hurt people, to betray them, and the ability to execute are different things. There are people who have mastered the art of ignoring their own conscience. You see that kind of people I'm talking to you. If you're that kind of person, it means you've either by somebody, or it means that it means you've betrayed somebody in the past. It means you've actually hurt somebody intently and you've never asked for forgiveness. You've been walking freely. Let me tell you, you see that thing you think you've actually escaped karma. I know you've been hearing it. I know that your confidence has been increased by you not feeling the heat of what you've actually done to somebody. That is not how you should feel. In fact, you should be more worried, because when things like this, or if you are this kind of person that you've actually betrayed somebody, you hurt somebody so bad that this person have actually, for too many reasons, cried for you, even without telling anybody. This person has never complained to anybody about you, or even though they've actually complained to very few people, they harbor this very thing. They bear every now and again. They carry you in their mind. They curse you without saying words. Let me tell you something. Even without them cursing you, by the single act of you ignoring your conscience, you're in trouble. Bigger trouble. Now, this is what is going to happen to you, or rather, this is what is happening to you. If you haven't really sensed or feel that something, you are not getting that karmic, experience, trust me when I say, the worst is about to happen to you. And what is that very worst? You're about to lay a foundation of cursed experiences. If you have family, if you have kids, have you ever seen people with something they call ill fate? Now, understand that if you're seeing somebody going through an experience that is teaching them a lesson to bolden their confidence for the purpose of them succeeding for one or two reasons, for positive reasons, you will know. Now, if you're seeing somebody going through an unfortunate experience, see, ill fate, if you see ill fate that is actually cursed, fate that that somehow has been orchestrated by some source to fail, some source for tragic things to happen. Those are the kind of things you are actually laying for yourself. Because betraying people is almost like, if you haven't really anybody before in your life, but you've actually betrayed somebody, there's no difference between you and a murderer. You know why? It takes a whole lot to stand against justice. It takes a whole lot to stand against the face of humanity and human, to deny, to accuse, to turn blind eye, not to defend somebody who actually means well for you. It takes a whole lot. And most times, why did Judas kill himself? You see, most of all the stories in the Bible is not for fun. Most of all the stories might happen, but all those things are experiences. That is the reason why, to some extent, I believe that all those things happen. Why did Judas kill himself? Because he couldn't stand it. Not because he killed Jesus Christ, but because he couldn't stand the conscience. Immediately he did it, the conscience started. I keep telling everybody that cares to listen, as long as the conscience is not man-made, every single person knows what they are doing. The conscience is always there to arrest you. So if you are this kind of person and you've not experienced that very kind of deserving karma, trust me, the worst is about to happen. Honestly, it is not even a prediction. The worst is about to happen. If you are that kind of person, you've actually betrayed. I'm not even saying those who have actually, people, but then if you've betrayed people, if you're listening to me right now, this might be your last chance. Find a way, apologize to them. Because honestly, especially to those people that don't talk to you anymore. You see those people that have, you hurt, you betray them, they did not even react. Oh God, You know that you hurt these very people and did not react. Trust me when I say, worse things are about to happen. If you can find a way to make things, balance, if you can find a way to make peace, which is almost impossible. You see, this kind of people, it's almost impossible, because for you to go against your conscience, to stab them at the back, betray them. Now, literally, also, when it comes to the English expression, stabbing somebody at the back means betraying. I said it's just not quite long that betraying is almost like killing people. I didn't even remember. I remember this expression right now, and I had to say it. So if you've actually done this, you will find a way to make peace, which is almost impossible. In fact, the chances are very low, small. So if you can do this, find a way. So if you're listening to me right now and you can do this, do it. If it works, very grateful. That means the universe is still working with you and working for you. But if you can't, it's over for you, because the tragic things you're about to experience in your life, if not now, see, the level of the evil you did, honestly, the repercussions that will come in commensuration with what you did. You can't serve people with this cup and expect that you will receive a drop from this very spoon. It's impossible. You are not the one to do that imbalance. Universe is already balanced. So you trying to perverse reality, perverse what is already balanced, is not in your making. Find a way to make peace, or you're doomed. You'll be watching your life. You'll be watching the frames of your life in pains, in sorrow, in agony. And the funny thing, you can't find death. You can't find death, because that's the way it's actually programmed. You ignored your conscience. You fail to listen to your conscience, and it's going to serve you that very thing you did against the universe. Now, my new book that is actually on its way, Healing After the Unthinkable, shares 7 raw, powerful stories of people who survived the deepest wounds in businesses, in relationships, and in marriage, and came out even 10 times stronger. Inside the book, you're going to discover how to survive betrayal, recover from narcissistic abuse, rebuild after loss, and turn your pain into purpose. If you've experienced complex, layered form of betrayal, even from the people that you trust mostly, this book will help you rise again. Healing After the Unthinkable will be out in few weeks, but you can actually pre-order and start reading. Be the very first person to give testimony on your journey to healing. Thank you.